everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Patriots are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Bills, who will need to be strong up front.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On second down, here's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, a 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again is Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go!
On third down, Taylor. this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Three and a half to go, first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Taylor on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Taylor will throw again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Dorsett, the man in motion. Play action. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? Dorsett, the man in motion. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line, Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Patriots send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's able to find Inman. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay, his tight end. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Taylor going to throw again. Trying to improvise. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And spins away. And now running right through it. So the Patriots coming out now. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jenopoly now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And the Bills getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On second down, Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On second down, it's McCoy. And some room to roam now. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Taylor now off the bootleg. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal from the 8. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got some space here.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now let's go. Green,
quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first is Jenopoly. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Jenopoly. Escape, touchdown, Patriots. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Taylor will throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun. Taylor. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, here's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Bills on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and 5. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Cooks will come in motion right. In motion left goes Cooks. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Set the man in motion. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Oh, fighting off the defender. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dorsett, the man in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Finding room to the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little... Cordero Patterson, the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got room. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll go again to McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gun!
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Jenopoly. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Garoppolo. Now he steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Lutz puts this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within one score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This give is to McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's back to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.